How can I use nutrition and movement to support stabilizing my energy and hormones instead of just burning out my adrenals?
Number one is like checking the intensity of the um, movement. So high intensity exercise can feel really good in the moment and just after where you get that like runner's high or
Mhm.
CrossFit high or whatever. So you've got all those endorphins pumping through you. But if you already know your adrenals are shot, it's probably too much.
Mhm.
Um, Life is stressful, it's busy. We generally don't need to
Mhm.
be stressing out our systems over and over and over again with high intensity exercise.
How
But
could you play with that if like you're a type of person that's like my mental mind, my mental health needs this high intensity, but my body is like this, stop. How
Mhm.
do you navigate that?
That's a great question. I would have a conversation with self about like why do you need it? So number one is ask yourself like do why do I feel like I need this? And
Mhm.
what are you escaping essentially? Because that's what it is. It becomes escapism, just like binging out on Netflix. It's probably a little bit healthier than just like emotionally eating or whatever, but or anything else. But that it
Oh,
is definitely it's definitely escaping something. But that's not to say that you can't ever do it.
yeah.
So if you're struggling with burnout or adrenal fatigue, or you're not recovering from those high intensity workouts, which is a pretty good sign that they're too much, um, or you're not getting that high anymore, you're getting injured, that's a really good sign, then backing off for a season and understanding that it is only for a season, then you can go back to it, but giving your body the space to heal. It doesn't mean that you can't keep going to your, if, especially if it's a social thing, like if you want to keep going to the gym and doing the things, and you can pull yourself back, you can rein yourself back in, drop your weight, drop your intensity, um, then by all means go and do it. But I think we get stuck, and I know clients of mine have gotten stuck and been like, well, if I can't do this now, it means never again.
Mhm.
And that's not true if you do the right things
Yeah.
and really support your system of where it's at right now. Because what's going to happen is the fact that that higher intensity is giving you some form of result that, yes, you like, but you're probably having something on the back end that's telling you no. That's a whisper. And eventually it's going to scream at you, whether it's through like a significant injury, some kind of like mental or physical breakdown. It's going to show up. Like the body and universe is going to get your attention. So know that like to back off doesn't mean never again, unless you don't do the work to get you back to a point where you can do that. Um, and treat it as such. Be like, hey, this is my goal now. I want to get back to doing CrossFit or a
Yeah.
higher intensity workout at the gym or this class or whatever it is. I want to do that 3 days a week. I'm going to take the next 3 months to really support my system in this way and then try it and go from there.